Hello.
Good evening, everybody.
Hello, everybody. We're back.
And welcome
Together.
to SBTV. Yes, back. The terrible two are back.
Terrible. The gruesome twosome.
Yeah, and then straight away I can see Millie B's on. Good evening, Millie. Welcome to SBTV. Don't forget to share, everybody. Debs and I, anybody seen us work before? We've worked together for years and years, really, and we've got an in-person. Good evening, Lisa. An in-person service, a public demo, charity due in Coventry soon. And hopefully it's going to be a good night. So don't forget to share, and please tell us where you're from as well.
Hello,
Over to you, Deb.
Mitch S.
Mitch S. Hello. And
Cheryl.
wherever possible, I mean, I'll tell everybody publicly now, Deb. I'll tell everybody publicly. I know how difficult it is when you're receiving a message to keep up with the typing, because I had a message from this brilliant medium the other night. Fantastic message. It was 100% on, 100% on. And I was typing. The information was coming and I was typing, and there was this bit of delay and everything else. And I was typing. And tried to give, wherever possible, try to give some feedback, because I got that message off Debs. And I was trying to keep up with it, and it was 100% spot on, wasn't it, Debs?
I'm too fast,
just say yes. Yeah, just say yes.
Yeah,
it
was.
Yes,
absolutely
it was.
spot on.
Hello, Mimi.
Hiya, Mimi.
Hello, Mimi. So wherever possible, if you can give, I'm new and watching from Scotland. Hi, Kirsty Cook. Hello. Yeah. Pauline White from Portsmouth. Portsmouth, it's lovely down Portsmouth, isn't it? South Africa, yes, that's great, especially tell us where you're from. As I was saying, so wherever possible, from Asia, Susanna, good evening. Wherever possible, if you're saying yes to something, tell us what you're saying yes to. If you're saying no to something, tell us what you're saying no to. It really does help. It really does help. I just missed the one before that, but Karen McDermott from Scotland. Oh, that's 3 in Scotland already. Look at that. Hey, all the girls. Well, that lightsaber.
I like it. It's nice.
East London, Karen.
Few people on here I don't recognise. So
what colour drink you got tonight, Debs? What colour drink you got? Oh, great minds think alike. Look at that.
Yeah, just disguise the vodka with a bit of raspberry. You know what I mean?
Well, mine's Vimto, but other soft drinks are available. Hello, Tammy. Hello, Tammy. From America. What part of America?
It's Di. Yeah. Hello, Di. I'm surprised actually there's anybody on because of the Eurovision Song Contest. I thought everybody would be watching that.
Yeah.
I thought there's going to be no one on.
Well, yeah, what was that? Bucks Fizz? You should have Bucks Fizz in there then, shouldn't you? Of California. American friends, good evening.
Leanne. Malvine Peters from Somerset. Up. Not far from me then,
Emma Wood.
Emma.
From Essex. The only way, Essex.
We've got loads of people from Scotland.
Another one from Southford, plenty of Celts on. And we are
Devon, Julie.
Yes, the Celts. There's no doubt about it. Yeah.
Julie Gregory from Devon.
First time seeing good. And well, Suzanne, hopefully it won't be the last, because Deb and I are going to be working together a fair bit. We already have, haven't we? Going back a few years now, isn't it? A few years.
On and off a few years, but I intend to get Marcus back again for some more.
There we go. Hello, Tracy. Donna Cardiff. I'm a Valley boy. I am, Donna. I'm a Valley boy. I'm down Cardiff for every Welsh Rugby Union game. So, it's a Wales, because I've got a debenture ticket. Kelly, hello, Kelly. Hello, Kelly. Yeah, right then.
There you go.
Yeah, well, what can we say? I've got Mary, quite contrary. I've got a Mary with me.
And, Sandra.
Hello, Sandra. Sandra.
So what we do is just connect. If you're new, all we do is just connect with a few of your loved ones in the spirit world. So it's who we're drawn to, or who spirit tell us to go to, and they do tell us.
Yeah. From Cal. What's Cal? Hello from Cal. Is it
California?
Oh, is that California? Oh, another American.
Marissa.
Another
We're
American.
worldwide, Marcus.
Marissa. Oh, worldwide. Oh, I sort of a little bit out of the valleys then, aren't I? Really? Regan. Good morning. So
morning.
Australia, isn't it? It's got to be Australia or New Zealand, one of the two. Well, I've got Mary. I've already got a Mary with me. And she keeps on making me do this, Deb. You know, because she didn't have a tooth in her head.
I was just going to say that.
Didn't have a tooth. You know, she's a bit gummy. Our Mary. But she's. I mean, 78 is no age at all, is it? Oh, hello, Cheryl. Hello, Cheryl. Siddiqui. That means
so for the newbies, then, if we're not drawn to somebody on the screen, what we'll do is, like Marcus has started, give the information. If you can take it, tap up quickly. Richard is in the background looking at all the messages. We only see the current message on the screen. So tap up if you can take what Marcus is saying.
Yeah, we only see the feedback, and we only see when Richard puts it up. So, you know, quite often if you're telling us something, unfortunately, Debs and I can't see it. Well, we're supposed to be psychic, Deb, so you know we should know anyway, shouldn't we?
Richard's quite quick. He gets them on.
Yeah, he keeps us in our place. Anyway, I've got Mary, and she's telling me this Mary, she didn't have a tooth. Although she's saying that she didn't have a tooth in the head. I mean, she had false teeth. You know, she did have false, but she didn't used to wear them all the time. And she gave me the figure 78, and I was going to say, oh, is that your age? Is that your age? Is that your age? And she said, oh, yeah, it's a grand old age, but it's not a grand old age, is it? 78, it's no age at all nowadays. There's no age at all, really. So I need someone who could, God, she used to, I say, oh, God, there. And anybody watching that's developing, and you know, because, you know, I teach the psychic and mediumistic development. I always say you've got to notice everything that's happening to you. And she just put a tightness in my right calf. And I thought, oh, God, what the hell was that? And that was to do with circulation. It was all to do with circulation. So she had, she's a bit now, whereas before, you know, when we start, you know, oh God, come on. So can anybody take this, Mary? Died at the age of 78. I mean, although she had lots of photos that showed her teeth, they were false teeth. They weren't. She said they weren't minors, and I'm saying to her, of course they were yours. You know, I mean, if you bought them, if you had false teeth, they were yours, aren't they? She's also telling me someone this side, because she'll link with the birthday on the 13th of June.
Angela Martin.
I can take her, and she had for. Oh, so yeah. Oh, yeah. I just saw that. Right, Angela, you should also be able to take June the 13th as a birthday. I'm not saying it's yours or whatever, but you should be able to understand it. And this Mary, she's telling me that she had circulation problems, and she used to have spasms, that's the word, spasms in the calf muscle. And there's also a Jack as well, she's telling me. Jack's in your family by Angela. I don't know if Mary is or whatever, because she hasn't told me, but Jack would be in your family line, because you know that saying, Jack spat, you should, was it Jack spat would eat no fat, his wife would eat no would eat no lean or whatever, and this Jack was quite thin, he's telling me. He says that, but that reason wasn't really. Yes, Joel, thank you for the see, now this is what we need. Yeah, June birthday. He's telling me that he wasn't thin because of a good diet. He said he was thin because of a bad diet, because he was a drinker. He's telling me, he said, I used to like the drink and I didn't used to eat that much because I used to drink a lot. So he's not quite saying he's an alcoholic, but he's a bit like this and everything else. Now, Mary's also telling me that, Angela, that you should, oh gosh, this is her trait. This is her trait, Angela. Quite often she used to have trouble starting sentences. And just before she passed, she told me that she used to get, oh, Vasco's great. Thank you, Angela. She's telling me that just before she passed, she always used to sort of either trip over her words or get her words a little bit muddled up. She was saying the brain and this is her words, not mine. I would say the brain and the mouth, but she said the brain and the gob. So she used to use that terminology. The brain and the gob wasn't coordinating. Jack had a bar. All right, okay, yeah. Well, I'll tell you now, he drank a bit of it, that's for sure. Right, and also you should, Angela, you should be, and as I said, when I say that you should be able to link with this weight, I'm not saying it's specifically you. You should know of it. You should know of the birth weight is £7 2 ounces. Somebody just said, "Oh, Debbie, you just got a shock." Somebody just said, "Deb's just got a shock."
Oh, blooming hope not. Perhaps I'm going to get.
No,
it's probably because I feel like my nose is bleeding at the moment. It's not, but somebody's with me that suffers nosebleeds. Right. That's why.
Well, yeah, £7. Angela, £7 2 ounces. £7 2 ounces is the birth weight, and there was all Christmas time. She said you could toss a coin. Christmas time, good time. Christmas time, bad time. So there's some happiness about the Christmas time, and there was, there's memories of some sadness as well. So they said just toss a coin, depending on who you're thinking about Christmas, is whether it's a good or a bad time. And also there's this little what's those little dogs that go after Jack Russell? There's a Jack Russell dog, a memory of a Jack Russell dog in spirit as well. And Jack, the way they make us laugh to all thing, because they got Jack and then they said Russell, because you should also be, yeah, I'll check £7 2 ounces. Yeah, and when you get it was an evening birth as well. They usually sometimes they tell me the exact time. This time they haven't. They said it was an evening birth. It was after 9 o'clock. They just told me. They said it was after 9 o'clock and it was before 10 past. It was between 9 o'clock and 10 past 9. Okay, yes, very true about Christmas. They're thinking of you, and they've just told me now to pass over to Deb because she said just had a shock or something. I can't, I'm not going to change that, Deb. I'm not going to change
I think
that.
it's probably because I was standing here and I got somebody's talking about nosebleeds, and that's why I was doing a bit of this, because I thought my nose was bleeding. So I've got somebody with me that suffered with a gentleman with me who suffered with nosebleeds. That's where I've got. So I'm not on your link, I don't think, Marcus. I think I'm with somebody else by the feel of it.
Work on your own.
Yeah.
Come on.
So while we're talking, if anybody can take a lovely gent in spirit that suffered with nosebleeds and something to do with his throat as well, that's making my throat sore, let me know. Lovely gent I've got with me. Looking for a lady on here, he tells me. Looking for a lady. He's got an eye for the ladies, he's just told me. He's lovely, got an eye for the ladies, but he's a bit of a joker. But I know that he, perhaps I'm linking with her then and somebody else. No wonder I was getting nosebleeds. She used to get her nosebleeds.
Oh, right, okay.
There is somebody else here. A gentleman for somebody else as well that suffered with nosebleeds while he was down here, and telling me he went really slim as well, but he also had a problem, cancer of the throat, he tells me. I think it's for somebody else. So if anybody else can take a gent in spirit that had cancer of the throat. Oh, and that's separate, isn't it? Thrombosis as well. So I don't know if I'm on a double link with Angela and someone else. No, he tells me, no, you're not. You're on somebody else. So if anybody can take this gentleman who suffered with nosebleeds, had throat cancer, and was talking about thrombosis as well. And
yeah, Martina can, but not cancer.
No cancer on the throat. But also talking about, he's got your nan here. He wants to bring your nan in as well. He's talking about that. Jeanette Mack. So you've got a nanny, a lovely nanny in spirit that tells me you're very close. She was very close to you. So you've got the man with the nosebleeds and also a nan to whom you were very close when she was down here. Okay. So I'm off Angela. I know it's not Angela. I'm on to somebody else. So it's one of the other two. Tell me a little bit more.
And Angela's just said she can take the cancer of the throat, but Angela, I think when Deb was doing the part where where you were to Angela, that part is thyroids. So Deb's on the totally different thing. You are Deb. So you're on a totally different thing because the Mary and everything else made me write thyroids when you were doing that, and I know you was cancer, but she said thyroids. So Angela, just to finish this off and just to round it off, Angela, you should be able to take someone that had thyroid and it was underactive as opposed to overactive. She's just told me, okay, and I'll slot that out, Deb, and I'll leave you move on.
Okay. So whoever the other ladies were, I don't know which one that can take the gentleman that's also your nan in spirit that wants to come pretty close, that's talking about being very close to you when she was here. Is that Jeanette Mack? Let's go with Jeanette, because I think Jeanette, if I remember, Jeanette can take it, take it all. So Jeanette, I've got a nan here that wants to talk to you. Besides this gentleman who wanted to just pop in and say hello to you, but for some reason, he's still talking for a minute. But for some reason, I don't know what these are called. Oh, she's trying to tell me, but I can't get the name. You know when you have one eyeglass, Marcus, they're really old-fashioned.
Monocle.
She just said to me, a monocle, Jeanette. This gentleman here is talking about somebody in the family that has a monocle. So I don't know if you remember this or you'll be able to find it, but he's actually showing me a picture, an old-fashioned black and white picture of somebody with a monocle. So you may well find that if you don't understand it. Hold on to that, because he's having a bit of a giggle. Oh, hang on. Oh, he's talking about a monocle, but he's also, I think this is separate, but it's also somebody that's got a problem with their eye as well, because he's putting a patch over one of my eyes. So he's aware of somebody that, actually, this is in the past, because he's telling me somebody had to have an operation, to have a patch on their eye. This gentleman's telling me. All right, but he wants to go now because he wants me to pass it on to your nan. Okay, it's your nan that's coming close to you now, and she wants to give you a lovely hug. So you must need a bit of upliftment, because she's actually said, I want to grab her and give her a hug. She needs a hug. She needs a hug. So it's your nan that's coming forward. She's coming forward with a lemon meringue pie, Jeanette. A lemon meringue pie. I think your nan wants to feed you, but then she's also giving you the memory of, shelling the peas. She's shelling the peas. So there's a memory there for you as well that she's bringing forward. And she's also bringing a fire, a real fire. So there's a memory of somebody having a real fire as well. She wants me to say to you, there will be a move for somebody. Somebody's been thinking about moving or wondering whether they're going to move. And she's saying, yes, there will be a move for somebody. So watch for the move as well. Now she's gone into your wardrobe, Jeanette, and she's pulling out all the dark stuff, and she's replacing it with lovely bright clothes, bright dresses and everything like that. It's just time for the old dark stuff to go, she's saying. Put it away, bring out the sunshine. She's made me say that. Bring out the sunshine. So she's trying to uplift you a little bit, and she's just talking about changing your clothing round. She's talking about light stuff because she's talking about the heat. So I don't know if you suffer in the heat. It's like, I'm hot. And she's doing all this kind of thing. All right. She says, I've come just to say hello. She wants to say hello. She's talking about, I've got Bert up here with me. Bert's here. And I'm also, is Susan down? Oh, Susan down here, she's saying. Susan down here. There's something going on around Susan, whoever Susan is. She's calling it like, she actually said to me, oh, there's a merry-go-round. Susan's on a merry-go-round. Susan's on a merry-go-round. But I think she's got lots going on. She's putting it like she's on this merry-go-round and she's busy, and she doesn't know where to get off. So watch for that. That's how she's describing that. She's just, I thought she meant a dog, because she brought a little, I don't know what they call it. I've lost it now. One of those little terriers, the ones that used to put the bow in the hair, Yorkshire Terriers. She's brought one of them to me, and she said to me, oh, Mickey. And I went, oh, the dog's name's Mickey. And she says, no, Mickey Dolenz. He's off the, where's he from? That group.
Yeah,
Monkeys.
the American one. Monkeys, yeah. Monkeys, yeah.
Monkeys. Watch Susan, though, because she's talking about down here to them. Yeah, she's bringing in the monkeys, but especially that Mickey Dolenz. I don't know if somebody liked them or something like that, or there's a song, but she wants to bring the monkeys around you. She's talking about that. Oh, hang on. She's gone from the monkeys and she's linked it nice to a very old-fashioned toy. And you used to be able to get these monkeys and they have cymbals. And I've got this little monkey toy and it's playing the cymbals like this. So I don't know if you remember one of them toys, because that's what she's given me for some reason, one of these memories of these toys. No specific message other than to say hello from you, Nan. She just wants to let you know that she's around. That's why she's coming. She's lovely. Margaret up there as well wants to say hello. But, and Bill wants to say, did you like them as well? Take it you mean the group. Okay, but she's going now, Jeanette. I think she just wanted to pop in and say hello. And also Arthur as well wants to be remembered to you as well. He's making me laugh. He's going, Arthur, I'm Arthur.
Arthur, with an
I
F.
think he's just
Arthur.
joking, yeah. I'm Arthur. But he's giggling. Just want to send the love. Know that we're looking after you. That's the words. Know that we're looking after you, Jeanette. All right. There's other people up there as well, but mainly those two people that have come through. So I hope that's okay for you. There you go. There you go, Marcus.
Yeah.
Have you got anyone?
Can I just jump in on there, Jeanette, as well? Because I was linking in there. There's Jeanette. There's someone who's type 2 diabetic, and and I thought, is it to do with insulin? They said no. Someone's type 2 diabetic. They don't have, it's not type 1, but they did say that someone feels as if they need to insulate. They're always cold all the time. And as Deb was working on this link with the Nan, there's a memory of a repair of a dress where your Nan was repairing a dress, or somebody was getting upset because the dress wasn't right, and it was either a repair, I don't know if she used to make dresses, or just some sort of repair. And also, Jeanette, thanks so much. Yeah, and also, Jeanette, there's somebody this side that has what they call fidgety legs. When your legs go like a little bit fidgety, and I don't know if you can take it. And that's what I was picking up. But there's someone who's definitely type 2 diabetic, and this fidgety legs. There's a situation around you, Jeanette, that is a little bit fidgety, because they're making me fidget with my pen, and they're using this as symbolism, just to say, 2 birthdays in November, an anniversary of a gentleman's passing. I thought I was going to stop then. 2 birthdays in November, an anniversary of a gentleman's passing at the beginning. Sewing, yes, thank you for that. And it wasn't just sewing; it was creative stuff as well. That someone this side is inspired by some creative stuff. And the tiredness. There's someone this side that is just absolutely wiped out, and that's it. Yeah. Thank you for that, Richard. I needed that. Yeah, because it was getting there, and I'll just leave that there. I've got a watchmaker, someone that used to literally repair watches, that's what the watchmaker does, isn't it? He repairs watches, and it was all the fiddly stuff. And they showed me this, and it was in like a work setting, so it wasn't just like. It might have been just a hobby, but they had all the gear, because I can see a workshop, and I can see, someone, like you mentioned the monocle, but it was like a magnified one. This guy had glasses, and it's on his head, and he'd bring it over like that just to get down to watch it there. And also it's our pleasure, Jeanette. He was in the Masonic order. So that's all I've got at the moment, which is a bit. He hasn't given me a name or anything yet, and that's
good information, though. That's specific information. So hopefully,
and this should link to someone this side that's birthday, or can link with the birthday on the 27th of September. 27th of September, that should be. This information should link to someone here. Is there something? Is there a Diane on tonight? Diane? No,
Diane
nobody's.
was. Diane Redmond was on.
Because they just said, I know Diane. No, it wouldn't be Di. It'd be Di. It would be a Diane. I know Diane. They wouldn't. No, they wouldn't say that this person wouldn't shorten it. Wouldn't shorten it. So I need someone.
I'll try her, Marcus. I'll try her.
Well, it's 27th of September. 27th of September. And when if my father's birthday. Oh, right. Okay, Vicky. Thank you. Right. I'm not saying that this is your dad. Okay, I'm not saying this is your dad, but you should be the first communicator, because you know I've written the 27th of September down. You know what I mean? That was the dominating factor. So if you don't mind me working with you, Vicky, the particular guy that opened the communication used to repair watches. In either a workshop setting, because I can see all the intricate things. And he was in the Masonic order as well. I don't know if you know what that means. It means he was a Freemason. He was a Freemason because he showed me some regalia. And the thing is, oh, right. Vicky, you should, I really don't mind. This is a guy that's opened the door, and there's other information coming through now. So there is a memory, and I'm not saying who this is. I'm not saying who it is. There should be a memory of gentleman passing and two people were at his bedside. And the thing was, there was one on each side of the bed. But before he passed, they were on both on the same side. They were originally on the same side, but as he was drifting to spirit, he showed me that they were on both sides of the bed. I don't know if you can link with that, because that's some specific stuff there. And talking about the watchmaker, whether you can get him or not, I hope you will get him. I hope you will get him. And it's not about saying yes tonight. Quite often we get information, maybe a couple of weeks down the line, even a couple of months down the line. Someone decide, my dad was famous, worked as a sewing machine mechanic. Oh, thank you, Kathy, but this was definitely a watchmaker. Yeah. Yes, that was my stepman. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. Right. Right, Vicky, there's a situation in and around you now that they're telling me about, is that needs the details to be specifically right. And this is where they're using the symbolism of the workings of a watch and everything else, that one little part goes wrong, it's not going to work right. So there's something that you're looking at, or something going on in and around your life here and now, not to come, not a couple of weeks ago, going on in and around your life that really you really need to drill down to the detail. And the thing is, quite often, I think, and there's also someone this side that's got problems with the 1, 2, 3, the third toe from the big toe. What was that? I mean, why did they do that to me? The third toe from the big toe. So your big toe is one, then you're on your left-hand side. And it's, they get like pains in, they get shooting pains or something. And also, yeah. And someone this side also, they're telling me that needs a change of diet, because I don't know if it's to do with either, what was it when it crystallizes in a joint? Gout, that's it, gout. So there's someone this side that either they're having a flare up of joints or whatever. And there's also a lady that died at the age of 89. She's got really close to me now, and she wants to screw my face up a bit, because she said I was a bit sour. She said I was a bit sour before I passed, because I just didn't like the way my life was going for the last 10 years or whatever. And she was a little bit sour, a little bit harsh to people that were trying to help her. I hope you'll be able to take some of that, Vicky. There's not any more feedback coming. But she died at the age of 89. She's a nice person. Yeah, she was a nice person, but at the end, she was losing her softness, I would say. And I'm drawing the line under that now, because I'm not getting any feedback, because I've just got a Charlie, but I think you'll get him, Deb. You'll get Charlie.
You see, I'm on different. That was my mum's got MS. There you go. Look.
Oh wow. Okay. Thank you, Vicky. Thank you.
There you go. So while Marcus is looking at that, I've got a lovely gentleman with me who used to be a taxi driver, he tells me. So if anybody knows of somebody in spirit that's was a taxi driver, let me know. He's also connecting with the name Brian as well. That's the first thing he said to me, actually. He just said to me, oh, Brian. Well, I don't know if that's him or down here, to be honest, but he just said Brian, and then he said, oh, I'm a taxi driver, or I was a taxi driver. So if anybody can take a taxi driver in spirit, let me know. Talking about August means something to him.
I'll tell you at the end of the message, Deb. You're not going to believe this, so I'll tell you at the end.
Brian, taxi driver. August. He's just making me laugh, because he's gone. Grandfather Charlie, look. He's gone to me. Oh, on the buses, but he's showing me the old program on the buses as well. Although I know he's connected with London as well. Wendy, do you mean this taxi driver, Brian, is your dad? Which is that for me? Is it Wendy? You see what I mean? We get mixed up if you don't put exactly what you're taking to. We don't know. My dad Brian and my brother Brian only run a taxi firm. Okay, so I don't know if the other lady as well. I can take the taxi driver. All right. So we've got two. Let's split it. We'll split the link. Dad used to work in the buses. That's where he's talking. You see the. Yeah. Okay then. Taxis, Dad. Let's stick with Wendy. The other lady take it, and I'll split the link in a minute. Then let's stick with Wendy. Okay then, Wendy, because this dad's coming to you. The first thing he's doing, it's quite funny actually, because the first thing he's doing, Wendy, is he's like putting his hands around somebody's neck and strangling them. But he's talking about, that's symbolic for me, because I always say this. He says that sometimes you feel like you want to strangle somebody, like somebody's getting on your nerves, somebody's becoming irritating or something like that, and he's having a bit of a giggle. So he's aware of a bit of irritation.
Are you talking about me, Deb? Are you talking about me, Deb?
Yeah, you and Richard in my ear. He's bringing that to you, Wendy. He's having a bit, that's you. So he's having a bit of a giggle. He wants to say, the first thing he's saying is, thank you for your prayers, Wendy. He's just exactly what he said. He said, thank you for your prayers, Wendy. I've received them over. So I don't know whether he's going back into his taxi talk. I've received your prayers over. He's just having a bit of a giggle there. He's saying, I am listening. He says, I'm with me mother. Who apparently is giving him a little bit of earache, because I can hear her chattering in his ear hole. She's having a bit of a laugh. He says, but I am listening to you, Wendy. So keep talking to him. You must talk to him quite a lot. He's describing you as Cinderella, Wendy, but I think to me it's like he's got you on the floor scrubbing the floor, so he knows you're busy. I don't know whether you've been cleaning or something like that. He's making me feel as though you've been cleaning. He's making me clean all around, but he's having a bit of a giggle. He's just having a giggle. I think he's trying to uplift you. That's what he's talking about. He's talking about your smile, but he's talking about you, like, you know, when you say, oh, you get up and go has got up and gone. That's what he wants to say to you. It's like your smile's gone a little bit, and this is why it's to uplift you a little bit, I think. He's talking about somebody called Jeanette down here. Oh, he's just said, okay. Jeanette down here He's saying, oh, she's having a few problems, isn't she, our Jeanette? Oh, he's made me say that. Right, okay. Jeanette down here, she's having a few problems, he's saying. She's having a few problems, so wait for her as well. Oh, somebody's on about having a little dog, he says. Somebody's been talking about having a little dog because it'll get them out and about. It'll get them out and about. So he's been listening to that conversation as well. Now, your nan's coming in with a, what's that called? Spotted dick. A spotted dick. I went, what? Dick? Spotted dick. Spotted dick. A spotted dick. Right of that then. So your nan wants to feed you with this lovely spotted dick pudding, but she's not putting custard on it. She's putting cream on it. I don't know. I don't like it, so I don't know if you can have cream on it. But she's putting lashings of cream on it, and also your nan's talking about carnation milk. Carnation milk. So that must be a memory for her as well. Oh, she's talking to me about food. You must need some food. She thinks she wants to feed you, Wendy. She's putting carnation milk, and then she's putting it on jelly as well. Jelly on carnation milk. She also, she's doing all sorts with food, you know. She must have liked her food or cooking or something. She's got this jelly, Wendy, and inside it, for some reason, she's putting chocolate buttons. So I don't know if anybody's ever tried that, putting chocolate buttons within a jelly. She's having a bit of a giggle. She says, oh, she's been smelling my perfume, she's saying. So you should be smelling perfume around you, Wendy, that comes with this nan. All right, she's not telling me what it is. She's just giving the waft of perfume. But I do need to tell you that you need some lavender, she says, to help you sleep. And what she's done, she's gathered up a load of lavender and she's tied it in a bow and she's like hung it above your bed to try and help you to sleep. You've been dreaming of you must have dreamt of her, because she's just said to me she's been dreaming about me. She's dreamt about me. So she's just confirming that for you as well. Just wanted to pop in, your nan, to say hello to you. Your dad's still talking to me about taxi ranks for some reason, and I'm questioning. And I said to him, what do you want to talk about a taxi rank for? But I think he's just gone back to his working days. He's just put me in a taxi rank for some reason. Okay, anything else? The name Mabel from Spirit will mean something to you, and also Sheila as well. Somebody with your dad, somebody used to kisses, or somebody kisses his photographs, or somebody's put his photograph to the mouth recently as well, because he's doing that with me as well. Just wants to pop in and say hello. He says there's spiritual things going on in your house, Wendy, where we're trying to let you know we're around. So watch for the certain signs that are happening besides the smell of the perfume. All right, they're just trying to let you know they're around. We're still here, he's just said to me. We're still here. It's just funny, he's just said to me, we're still here, we're still alive and kicking. That's his exact words. We're still alive and kicking, he's saying. We are still here. He's suddenly, I'm going to finish in a minute, but suddenly I've got blinds in here. And you know, sometimes how the blinds, I don't know if they do, but it's just gone blump and it's gone straight up on its own. So I'd watch. I don't know if it's a memory or whether he's capable of doing that, but there's a blind that's going to, it's calling it unhooked or something. You're going to have a problem with the blind just going back up. All right, so I'll leave that with you. Midnight, before he goes, for some reason he's got a clock and he's chiming it on midnight. So midnight means something. I don't know what it is, but he's talking about midnight means something. So watch for that as well. But both of them want to send you love. Send you love from the spirit world. We want to send you love from the spirit world. That's what we want to do, they've said. So they're blowing you kisses. So I hope that was okay. Oh, is it the kitchen blind? Don't know if that's in them, because it's like he's gone bump and it's gone up. But watch for all the, oh, you need a new washer for one of the taps. Drip, drip, drip is saying drip, drip, drip. Watch for that as well. So I'll leave that with you. I don't know if the other lady could take it as well, Richard, and I'll try and split it. Is it Karen? Was it Karen? I can't remember. Kerry? Unless Marcus has got anything.
Yeah, it was just that I was laughing when you, and I forget what is that. I think I'm with you know, the link that you were just on, when you said Brian, and you know the way that they sort of like auto-suggest things or whatever. As soon as you said Brian, I've got someone that used to love the magic roundabout. You remember that?
Yeah, there you go.
That
Somebody
little
would
thing
like
was
to.
about 6 o'clock on Magic Roundabout, and Brian was a rabbit, wasn't he? And like I'm sure he's a
Oh,
rabbit. And they said, so Wendy, you should know someone, or there's a memory of someone that either has or had a house rabbit, big house rabbit. And that's how they got me to Brian. You know what I mean? It's weird the way they're going. But I also got the name Wendy. And when you said about a washer on the tap, they said, nah, it's a new tap. It's a new tap. It's going to be a new tap. It's going to be a new tap. But also when they I'll be doing something on SBTV and explaining a little bit more the ways and wayforwards of how spirit work. But the thing is, there's also someone that Yes, I do. Oh my God, bathtub. Yeah, yes, it was a tap. It was, but the thing is, someone had either lessons on tap dancing lessons, or went to some sort of lessons as well. That's the only thing I've got in there, and I've got a totally different link, which is going to be a different energy. So I'll let you work on your second link.
But Wendy, the second link, she can take the rabbits, Marcus.
All right, okay. Can you
come
put
up on my screen?
Then? Just see what we got.
Yeah.
See what we got. We're going well.
And I don't know if it's Wendy or the other lady that stands like this. Kerry or Wendy. I don't know if you stand like this or when you're thinking, but they're making me do this for some reason. So somebody's got the habit of doing this when they're talking. There you go, Kerry.
Yeah, and there's as Deb did that. Kerry, this is my right hand. Okay, this is my right hand because it's mirror image when you see it. As Deb went like that, they said, "Well, I can't see a little finger." And this guy stepped in. He said, "Well, I didn't have one. Oh. He said I didn't have one. So Kerry, you should also be able to. Oh, my daughter. Oh, right, I can see where the tap dancing's coming in now. But Kerry, you should also know a guy in spirit that lost his finger. He said, yeah. And he said, "Well, I didn't lose it all." He's nagging at me now. He said, "I didn't lose it all." He said, "There was a little stump there. There was a little stump. It wasn't all the way there." He says, "My own." Oh, you used to swear a bit as well, Kerry. Used to swear a bit. And constantly when I'm in a church, and you can't swear in the church, you say BL, couple of vowels, DY. Oh, was a snail. Brian was the snail. Yes, yeah. It was Dylan that was the rabbit. It was the Dylan, and that's the way. Dylan, the oh man, or whatever. They showed me magic roundabout. Yeah, I know. It was Dylan, and it was just. Anyway, I'll explain it another day. But we got there anyway, didn't we? Swear a lot, yeah. And that's a bit of an understatement because it was, oh, bloody hell, and it's F this, F that, no bloody, whatever. And he's going at one, and he's going at me a bit at the moment. And I'm just saying, come on, calm down, mate, calm down. He says, oh, I'll tell you one thing, you wouldn't believe in this lot. I'll tell you now. You wouldn't believe in this lot. You think this is a load of rubbish, this what? You psychics and all this, and the other, all your mediumship bit. And what was her name? Doris. Doris is in spirit as well, Kerry. Doris. And there's someone on this side that's having problems with, what was it when your skin starts flaking? Eczema, is it? Is it eczema or?
Dry skin.
Yeah. Put a bit of moisture on it, but there's someone there that's cirrhosis. Well, what's cirrhosis? Cirrhosis of the liver. I don't know what.
No, anyway. It's like just say dry skin. She'll know what you
mean. Dry skin. Anyway, but it does flake a bit, and there's there, and there's also a lady. There's a lady. She used to like a little bit of sherry. You never believe it, but I said to her, yeah, never believe. Yeah, I've just said to him, I said, "When you're talking to me," he says, "It's still a load of rubbish." And you know the way, Kerry, the way his voice used to drop a little bit when he started to whinge. I'll tell you now, cirrhosis. That's it. Thank you, Jennifer. You know, quite often he used to, yeah. And you know that guy, steptoe and son, like the granddad that used to talk a little bit like that. He used to do it like that now and again. And there's also a lady that used to like sherry, and she, you know, a little glass of sherry. She used to say like that. She used to get a bit
cherry brandy.
squiffy. No, but it was this. No, it wasn't. It was the cheap stuff. It was the cheap stuff, you know, a little bottle of sherry or sherry from the wood or whatever. But there's a memory of a lady there, and there's someone this side, Kerry, that's having problems, muscular problems down their back, and that it's as if their spine's a little bit out, or you know, it's just out of sync, just out of sync, and oh my goodness. A metallic taste in the mouth as well. Metallic taste in the mouth. I'm just going to slow that one down because my other links just give me that calming energy, because the next one's going to be a bit sensitive. Do you want to work on this one, Deb?
Go on, because I might have the same person, because I've got a bit of a sensitive one, and I'm wondering if we've both got the same person.
Yeah, they just slowed me right down. Just said pass, you know. Well, they didn't say pass over. I just found the pass over. Do you want me to move on to the next one?
Yeah, you carry on. You carry on.
Right.
Sherry.
The way in which they want me to put this across, and I can do it one or two ways. I can do one or two ways. I can start trying to get the person that we linked with, or I can just deal with the person. And this should link with someone that can link with the birthday on the 14th of March, passing on the 19th of December, and 3 birthdays in June. And I say the way which I could do it, because this person is a gentleman, and this person took his own life.
Got the same one as me, Mark.
Yeah, you know, and he took his own life. And I said, look, you know, Debs and I have worked together, and we know, you know, different people have different you know, ideas about suicide and whatever. And I said to him, I said, look, you know, I'll deal with him, mate, no problem. I'll deal with, you know, I'll deal with any communication. I says, but you know, we need for this type of information, we need to get something specific, and this is why he started me off there, and hopefully we'll get old Kerry saying, Mum likes Sharon took me back incorrect because she was in a lot of problems. So, okay. Settling down, we can usually get the character. And I'm not sure how many letters, but he did he has told me that he wrote a letter as well. So can someone link with this? I don't know if you want to move on, Deb, with him, because I think we've got the same guy. And you know, I was after the specifics. You might get more of the character.
Yeah, you see, he just said to me that I took my own life, but with me, they just tell me that, and then they want to move on.
Yeah,
they don't care. They just want to move on. They want to talk to somebody. So I took my own life, but I didn't get the letters. So he's telling you different things, isn't he? I think he's impatient because he come to me first, and he's obviously.
Passing? He's
not.
Oh God, I'm good at this stuff, but I'm not that good. I tell you now, I can't. Yeah.
Passed in September.
No. Can I just explain this again? When the guy told me, I said I can deal with it in a couple of ways. I can just say, you took your own life, but I need something specific. Okay, and he gave me. I'm not saying that it was his birthday or his passing or whatever. Someone this side can take a birthday on the 14th of March. That same person should be able to link with a passing on the 19th of September. Don't know who's passing, it's just a passing, and 3 birthdays in June. Right. Oh, Kelly. Oh, Kelly can. I've just looked up, and Kelly can take the 14th of March. But Kelly, can you also take an anniversary of a passing on the 19th of December and 3 birthdays in June, because if you can't, and you can also take the letter. Okay, here we go then. Here we go. Kelly, I also need you to find it sometime, the passing on the 19th of December and the 3rd of June, because this guy is very specific. Very specific. And this is why he wrote the letters. And he said letters, so it was plural. He also wrote the letters. And it wasn't necessarily to explain the whys and wherefores of his actions, but it was try to justify a certain approach and what had happened in the past. So it wasn't trying to justify his actions, but it was some sort of background of what led to a certain thing. It can also take birthday months also part, and also passing in September.
Quite a few
I'm
weeks,
got September. No, it's not September, it's December. Thank you anyway. Passed away this, right. December the 19th. Oh my goodness. Okay. Father-in-law passed on days. Okay. Debs, I'll pass to you.
To try and narrow it down.
This is why we work so well together, because I'm a bit of pain in the arm. Sorry, I'm a bit of pain in the backside with Spirit, because I always tell him, I push him, and just say, look, give me, and we all work differently. And when this guy came, I've got more of his character now coming through, and I can take tune.
We just need to narrow it down, because there's quite a few people here taking it, isn't there? And I'll tell you what, he's just given me.
Go on, you go with it.
Superman underpants. You know, when they pull them sometimes over the trousers.
That's it, right? Yeah.
And he's pulling these big Superman underpants over his trousers. So I don't know what the kind of joke is, or whether somebody knows of somebody that wore a Superman type thing.
And it will also link to whoever this is. I know, Kelly, hopefully, we're not trying to take it away from anybody. You should know that. But there's also someone that knows of a stag do that's either just gone on or going on, or who's going to come, because he's talking about a stag do.
Yeah, do you know what? He's just put these Superman underpants on, and then he's got a pint in his hand. So it must have been some sort of do. He's aware of. I don't know whether he means he's done it or somebody down here is aware of somebody. So that should narrow it down. If anybody could take that, let us know. That'll get it down a bit, because that's quite specific as well. Do you know what he said to me also? He said since he's been up there, for some reason he wants to say, oh, I've met the dog. And since he's been up there, somebody's dog has passed and he's received the dog. That's what he wants to say as well. Reading blind, if you can take the information thing out. it's for me,
Christine. Oh, right. Okay, Christine. Okay. Right. Right. But what's the 19th of September link into? Okay. Yeah, December. All I need is someone that can link with it. Well, I'm sorry for this, because it could be that it's split, and quite often they do run things parallel, and I'm not trying to take anything from anybody. All friends got is my right. Kelly, we're with you. We can't look. Need you to find that other one as well, Kelly. Maybe and my dog passed last year. Okay. Can we go back to Kelly then, because I think Kelly can take 90% of this. Okay. The thing is, right, he was a bit of a manic depressive. In some ways, he was either up there or he was down there. That was his personality. He's telling me, he was happy, sad. Yeah, and everything else. And the thing is, wow, bloody hell, Kelly, you've just seen a vision. You just told me you've had a vision. Now, that's not a thing to say in public, but that's what he's just told me, and that's either right or wrong. And if it's wrong, tell me I'm wrong. But they've just showed me that you've just had some sort of vision, not this minute, second, or whatever, but you've had a vision of something. Now, whether you want to share that or not, if you don't have to share what it is. Just tell me if it's right or wrong, because he says she's had a vision. Boom, and it was quite. Oh wow, took you back a little bit. I know you're into your crystals, and I know you're good at that type of stuff and everything else. I'm not. I mean, I'm not that. I've got some stuff on Madagascar and whatever that I brought back, but they're saying you've had a vision, and it's not poppycock. It's not poppycock. It's not pie in the sky, girl. I'll tell you now, it's not pie in the sky. So don't dismiss it. Don't just push it to the side. If you've had it, take it on the chin and whatever, and work towards it. Because I'll tell you now, we can all take the negativity of our lives and whatever and everything else, but it's not pie in the sky. And I'll leave that with you, and I'll pass it over to Debs now. You do it, Debs.
I do it.
You do it.
Hi,
you do
Kelly, it. Kelly. All I want to do with you is your shoulders. Somebody's saying, "Oh, she needs a shoulders massage. She needs a shoulders. She must be tense here, Kelly." You see, I don't know whether I've got another link with me, Marcus, unless Kelly can take it. But anyway, they want to massage your shoulders. They think you need to relax a little bit. But I was doing this because I've got somebody with me that's talking about the vein in his neck, and it's like it was like swelling up. I don't know if he had a clot or something in one of the veins in his neck or something like that, but I've got with me. So I don't know if I'm with you, Kelly, or I'm onto another link. So if Kelly can't take it, somebody must be able to take somebody in spirit that had this clot. It's going up my neck at the moment in one of the big veins. He's just said to me, the big veins. I don't know which one it is in your neck, but he's talking to me about that. But you need to relax a little bit, Kelly. I don't know if you're into angels, but they're talking about angels with you as well. There's angels. It's already coming. I don't know what that means. It's already coming. Bad shoulders, but they want to give you a massage. There you go, Marcus. But I haven't got much more for Kelly unless she can take the vein in somebody's neck that somebody had a problem with. All right, but yeah. So I'll finish with Kelly, Marcus.
Okay. Yeah, have you got another one? What did you just do with your mouth then? What did you just do? You did something that. That was a link.
What did you do?
Yeah, I don't know.
I've got Barbara in spirit that wants to talk to somebody, but I was so involved with this chap that took his life, and then the other one with the vein in his neck, blood clot. Oh, was it up on your neck, Kelly? Obviously aware of that as well then, if it was for you. So I'll move on to the next link then. So I've got Barbara. I've got lovely Barbara in spirit. She just said to me Barbara Ann, but her name's Barb. Oh, it's a record, she's just said to me. Oh, there you go then. So I was still with you. But I've got this lovely lady that's talking about Barbara Ann, but there is a record that she's singing to me, and I can't remember who it is by, but there is a record called Barbara Ann. So somebody used to call her that. The Beach Boys, somebody used to call her Barbara Ann. That's it. Yeah, so anybody can take Barbara. Mum, she's saying it's mom. It's mom here. And also she has got her sister up there with her as well. So you've got an auntie up there, you've got Barbara as well, and mum up there with her that wants to speak to somebody. She's lovely. She's very she's calling herself very feisty. I'm very feisty lady. And she's just said to me all this feistiness needed down here at the moment. She's saying there's a bit of feistiness needed to sort people out. That's what she's just said to me. So I don't know what's going on around whoever she wants to talk to, but she's talking about a bit of feistiness is needed to sort people out, put people in their place. People need to be put in their place, she's just said to me. And I'm just the right person to do it, she's just said to me. So she's quite feisty. And she's also linking with Ireland as well, the Irish. She's talking about an Irish link as well, Barbara. See if you can take all the rest, Lana, because I've wrote here actually Barbara on me paper here. And I'll tell you what, with the Barbara also, when I wrote her name, I put a big heart round it. And I said, what are you doing that for? She says, oh, because somebody doodles hearts. Somebody doodles hearts. So it's Barbara in spirit, somebody that she's aware of that doodles the hearts, the record that means something to her, and also she's got a sister up there with her. So you've got an auntie up there as well. She's talking to me about that, and she is mom. She's saying I'm mom, and all the feistiness that's needed at the moment around somebody down here. So we sort out who that is. She's also got an Alsatian dog with her in spirit, she tells me. And the month of May means something, she says as well. The month of May means something, she's saying. Oh, somebody's not expecting me to come through, she's saying. Somebody's not expecting me to come through. So I don't know. I'm hoping we'll find somebody. That's what she's just said. Oh, they're not expecting me to come through. So it don't look, I don't know if Richard's picking it up, but I can't see anybody. Nothing for anybody yet. Who are you for then, Barbara? Are you getting anything, Marcus?
Nah, I've something totally different.
Totally different,
I've got someone that was shot in daylight. I've never had that.
You go with yours then, Marcus. You go with yours, and we'll part Marcus.
I've never
for a minute.
I don't think I've ever had this.
Barbie,
ever. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
I've got a guy, and there's someone this side. Someone on this side is on the coke. Someone this side. Someone knows someone this side that's sniffing coke.
Oh, God.
I'll tell you now. I know. Well, it is what it is. It is what it is. And the contact is a guy. I say gentleman. He's a guy, and he said, I was shot in daylight. I said, oh right, okay, all right. It was that good. He said, yeah. Mum's birthday is May the 30th.
I think it's slow, and they're reacting to what I've said. I think. These are reacting to what I've said, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's about 20-30 second delay. Yeah.
Massive delay on these.
Let me just give a little bit of information. My aunt is Barbara, and his sister and my mum was in the care home. So yeah, you've got Jennifer there. Let me just put this out there, and then you just work on yours, Deb, and then hopefully with the delay we might get some feedback on this. There's someone this side that knows someone who's on sniffing coke or on coke or whatever you do with coke. I don't know. I mean, the only coke I know is the stuff that you drink, and that has to be diet for me. And the name Thomas. So I don't know if the person is Tom, who's on the coke or there links with the name Tom, and the guy in spirit is someone who was shot in daylight. It wasn't that it was literally shot, and it would. God, it wasn't just a single shot either. It wasn't just a single shot. Bang bang, two shots, bang bang. So Deb, if you want to work, because there's a bit of a delay, I've still got this guy with me, so I'll just pass to you because I don't want to take away from your link. So you just go with yours.
Jennifer, then, can you take the rest? Because Barbara was on about being feisty. She's quite feisty, and she's talking about you being feisty, or feistiness is needed to put people in their place, she's saying, to put people in their place. She's talking about you feeling out of sorts. You know when old-fashioned saying that is, feeling a bit out of sorts. So they want to send you some healing. That's what she's here for, to send you some healing. She's also talking about, did I give you May? I think I give you May, but she's talking about the month of May will mean something. There's a lot of healing going around. I know you've said she's in a care home, but they want to put healing around your mom as well. It's like they're talking about your mom, and they're talking about her. She's sitting in the chair 1 minute, and then she suddenly drifts off. I don't know if she falls asleep. I want to fall asleep as I'm sitting in the chair. They're talking about that as well. The smells coming around you. Watch for your mom, because your mom's picking up spirit, Jennifer, because this lady Barbara is talking about smells coming around your mom, like lavender, that type of smell, and also lily the valley, that type of smell. So watch for your mom. I don't know if she's talking to you about it at the moment, but they're trying to let your mom know they're around her as well. She's picking up spirit, so they're around her quite a lot. Now this is your auntie. She wants to give you a big pot of stew. One of those massive, it's like I'm cooking for the 5,000. That's what she's saying. A great big pot of stew. But she's talking about making sure you're eating properly. She's giving you all the vitamins. She's talking about that. She's still talking to me about cooking. Now she's gone on to, you know, the old-fashioned chip pans where they used to leave the fat in the bottom of them. All right. She's talking about somebody having an old-fashioned chip pan with the fat that they used to cook with, and then they just used to put it out away for a bit and then bring it out with the same fat. So there's a memory of that as well that she's talking about. Jack's here in spirit. She said Jack's here, and also John's here as well. You've got quite a few people in spirit. They might belong to your mom, so they might be around her, but it's Jack, John. I've got the old-fashioned there. We've got George in spirit as well, she's saying. And she's also talking to me about there is an RAF link in your family as well, RAF. She's also talking about a link to ducks, but it's like, because I said to her, what, duck stew? But she's saying, no, somebody had a pet duck, Jennifer. She's aware of somebody having a pet duck or a few pet ducks. She's aware of that. With the ducks, she's sending me straight off to the Lake District as well. So there's going to be a link there. And now she's gone further up because she's talking to me about Loch Ness, she's saying. So there's a link there as well. All right, she's talking to me about that. She's just talking to me. Oh, she's changed her mind. She just wanted to give me a nice bracelet, and I was about to ask her what kind of bracelet this was. Oh, it's a charm bracelet by the look of it. And she's also giving me a China tea set. She's talking to me now about somebody. Oh, she's making me shout. Somebody broke my China tea set, she's saying. There's a crack on one of my plates. Somebody broke my China. She's not impressed. So she must have had a lovely China tea set, and somebody had a bit of an accident with her. Oh, somebody actually mended the crack before she found out. So they actually glued it together. They glued this plate or something together to try and trick her into, you know, believing they haven't done it. But she wants to talk about that as well. She's lovely. I think she's telling me she's come because of what's going on around you at the moment. All right, me ducky's Derby. Oh, Derby. Yeah, she wants to come because she wants to acknowledge that there's a lot going on around you. And she says also to make sure that you look after yourself, and that's what the stew is for. Make sure you look after yourself. She's giving you herbal tea. I don't know if you drink herbal tea, but she wants to give you some herbal tea. But the main reason, like she says, is just to make sure you are looking after yourself, and make sure you're aware that spirit are around your mom as well. And for some reason, she wants to end with, oh, we're all having a jolly time up here. We're all having a jolly time up here. So they're all right. In case somebody's probably said something. Somebody's probably said something about, like, oh, I wonder what my aunt is doing. I wonder if they're okay. And they want to let you know they're all okay in spirit. And they're just sending you a bit of healing. She's going now. She's being really quick with me. She said, I'm going now. I just want to go and see Trevor. So Trevor's up there somewhere. I'm going to see Trevor, she's saying. And Rose will mean something to you as well. Blowing your kisses. So I hope that was okay for you. She's just going to sit in a big wing back chair that had kind of, I don't know if there are wheels on them or something. There's something on the bottom, like little tiny wheels or brass things. I don't know if it's the things on the bottom of the chair, but anyway. Funny chair. She's talking about it moving. I don't know if you can have wingback chairs that you can move a little bit easier, but she's put kind of wheels on the bottom of it. But I'll leave that with you because she's blowing your kisses. So I hope that was okay with you, Jennifer. Just know they're around you, giving you support, they're saying. Giving you support, as well as Alice, whoever Alice is. Okay? They're telling me to get on to Marcus. Go on.
Has anybody fed back on, can anybody take anybody that was shot in daylight?
You see, you can't, it ain't a policeman, is it? No. I just wanted to check. Because obviously I know somebody who was.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right. Okay. Oh, no, it's definitely not a policeman. because I've got 2 links and nothing at all. Right. If anybody can, while we're working, I don't know how long we got left. We got about 20 minutes left, something like that, maybe. What time are we finishing? Oh, 5 minutes.
No.
Oh, sorry. Okay then. Right. Well, somebody next time I'm on then. Right. I've got Brodie. Brodie. Her name's Brodie. She's an Irish lady in spirit. I'm not sure if she was one of 3 girls, but there was 3 girls in the family that are in spirit, and she's telling me she's having a bit of a gossip. She was saying that she knew of a priest that run off with a lady. Oh, right, okay. So I need someone who can link with Brodie in spirit. As I said, I thought she was one of 3 girls, but there's 3 girls in spirit anyway. She's Irish, and she's just telling me of a memory of a priest that ran off with a lady, which is not the done thing, is it? Because they're supposed to be celibate, aren't they? And there's a couple of things with this, because she's a lovely lady. This Brodie is. She's absolutely gorgeous. It'd be Southern Ireland, by the way, not Northern Ireland. I can take the drugs, but not the shooting. Oh, Shelley, before I jump back to that one, because I've still got this Brodie. Does the name Thomas link with the drugs? Thomas. That's all I need to know, Shelley, or I won't go back to that one. Okay. Yeah. Because I got the drugs. Anyway, to this Brodie, she's absolutely gorgeous lady. She really is. You know the type of just chatter, and that's all she's doing. She's chattering away, and obviously she's telling me of Southern Ireland, because she showed me all the Catholic things, the rosary and everything else, and she's also telling me that there's also a memory of a little 5-year-old girl in spirit as well, that had her little prayer book buried with her as well, with a little poem inside. I don't know if anybody can take that. 5-year-old little girl. Yeah, bless her.
Somebody might take it on catch up though, mightn't they?
Yeah, right. And then they say, and we always say this, don't we, Deb? It's not about yes. Yes, priest who left married 3 sisters in spirit Irish. Angela. Okay. Hopefully, you will also find out about the 5-year-old. One every time, but not lethal subject. So probably that. Thank you for that, Shelley. This one won't go away. It'll come up another time. But let's just go back to the Irish link here, because Angela, say again, sorry. Okay, it's not for us to direct it. Know where it goes. So we'll just work on this, if you don't mind. Right, 3 sisters, but hopefully, Angela, you'll get the memory of the little 5-year-old girl, because there was a little white. I would have thought it was a Bible, but they said no, it was a little prayer book, and there was a tiny little rosary that was put in it, but there was also a little poem. And Angela, who's got the nose stud? Because they remember we should notice everything. I thought my nose was itching a bit, but they said no, it's a nose stud. Somebody's got a nose stud, Angela, this side, and I'll have to ask about 5-year-old. But thank you, Angela. But as I said, when you find her, try to find out about the little prayer book and the little poem inside. But there's someone this side has got the nose stud, and there's also someone that's having trouble. That's why they did it. Not sure about the nose stud. Well, there's someone this side that is dyslexic, because I would try to say the word, and I could see the word in my mind, and I was going to say blah, 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 blah. So there's someone this side that's dyslexic. And that's dyslexia. Usually people are dyslexic are highly intelligent people. It's just that the schools can't deal with them. But they're having a few problems. They're having a few problems because of the dyslexia, and it's about retention and everything else. But I can take. Oh, Karen W can take. What can you take? Karen, quickly, nose that. Karen, what other stuff can you take? Oh my goodness, is that McIntyre, Michael McIntyre that she's with? Oh wow, Michael McIntyre. What else can you take, Karen? What else can you take? Quickly, because we've only got 5 minutes. Only 5 minutes. This body's chatting way too sharp. My daughter's dyslexic. Can you take the Bodhi? Can you take the Bodhi in spirit, Karen? That because this is the communicator. This is the communicator. You should slow down. They just told me to slow down. How can they tell me to slow down? God, if I ever told them no, it's
quite a few.
Oh, right. Let's separate it then. I need. Come on, 40. Which was no use giving me a number, not giving me the month. Oh, three sisters in that. Like, Karen, can I deal with you then? They just give me the 14th, Karen, okay? I said, well, there's no use giving me a day, just give me the month as well. But they said, no, 14th. She'll know what we're talking about. Karen, you know the 14th, whichever month it is, 14th. And the thing is, I'll tell you now, she's going, this little water, she's going. You know, when they talk so much, you get confused as if you're in a fight. There's a photograph, Karen, of someone, and it's an old guy, old Irish guy, and you know, it's like with a flat cap on, but he's proud because he used to box bare knuckle. And you know that pose that they have as box. No, I can't. No, you can't take the 14th. Okay, but it's this guy with a cap on. Can you take him? Because I'll tell you now, there's a photographer. 14th got engaged. Well, you can take the 14th then. That's fair enough. That's all right. Okay. And this guy's there, and he's saying, Karen, whatever it is, you have to tough it out, because sometimes we have to put our mitts up, and we have to fight for our own way of doing things. So there's something going on around you, Karen, at the moment. Maybe you might be not getting your own way or whatever, and you're getting a little bit of opposition. They say, just fight it out, girl. Fight it out. Get those little boxing mittens up. And when we're talking about mittens, you know that the ones that they used to put in the coat at the back, so you'd have one bit of string and mittens coming out there. There's also like about
elastic.
You know, I've got this little memory of this. Oh, you're papa boxing. Okay, I've got this memory of a child that literally like that. You know, in the court, and they can't even move their arms, and that's a memory either of in the snow or the snowman or. Oh no, who's that guy who sang the snowman? The Welsh guy. What's his name?
Aled
Jones. The family name of Jones, Karen. You can take the family name of Jones. Forget the Aled, that's how they got me to it. You should also be able to take the family name of Jones. And Karen, you've seen someone walk past you. Spirit. They just told me. You've seen someone walk past you, like you went, oh wow, what's that? And that's a memory. Also, you're very clairsentient, Karen. You get the smells, either the perfumes, and when I'm reading my Papa box, and you know that old spice, slap it all over. The brut, wasn't it? Was you know the
splash it all over.
Yeah, that's it, brut, but brute. But it wasn't brute. It was old spice.
Old spice.
And I just bit the inside of my cheek, and that's what you do, Karen. Now and again, you nip the inside of your tooth. Have you got anything, Deb? Last couple of minutes, go for it. No, go on.
I haven't got anything. No, I was waiting for you to finish. Yeah. No, I think we're about done, Marcus.
Jones, no.
Well, hold on to it, Karen, because if we give names, you'll find it out. You'll find it out.
Look on your mum's side, Karen. Look on your mum's side just to finish
hold on
that
to
one
it.
off there. And whoever's having cramps in the right foot, tell them either to use magnesium oil or something like that, or some essential oils, because you should know someone felt my partner nearby. Okay, good. You'll find the job. I don't usually say that. I just say, just leave it with you. But they've just said, oh my God, I woke up with my lip bitten.
There you go.
You'll find
so the rest will be right. Yeah, okay, you'll find it.
Yeah, we're done, aren't we?
Yeah, well, thank you for joining us. I think I'm back on my own next Tuesday. If anybody's interested, I'm back Tuesday. Is there somebody on tomorrow, Richard? I can't remember what day it is. No, it's Sunday, isn't it? Monday now. Oh, a new angel show on Monday at 6 o'clock. If anybody wants to join us. Angel show Monday, 6 o'clock. Me Tuesday, 8 o'clock. It's bound to be. Check the website. There's bound to be loads on. There always is.
Yeah. And don't forget, please support Spiritual Psychics TV. Everything's free. Share with your friends. Just listen. Let's get more people coming in. Which is it's great having so many of you coming on and giving us kind comments and everything else. But everything we do is free. So please share wherever you can. Send it out there, SPTV.
And bye. Thank you, Ashley. Now. Thank you for joining us. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.